Right, hi, welcome back. So part 2, like I said, we're doing this in real time. What we've done since you've been away, what I've been doing is we're frying the fish. It doesn't have to cook right through, because remember it's going to sit in the pickle. If you want to cook it right through, that's absolutely fine as well. And don't worry if it breaks up into little pieces, because when it's in the actual pickle, you'll find that it does actually break up into small pieces. We'll put that one straight into there, so they're too small to go into there. What I've also done is the pickle's been cooking for about 10 minutes, so I've turned it right off. If you want to have a look there, steaming, I've turned it right off. So I don't want to lose all the vapor and all the moisture, so we'll let that simmer nicely while we wait for the fish to come through. So there we have it. So the fish is going. This is the last lot. I've actually done 2 kgs, 2 kilos. I don't know what that is in stone, but that's 2 kilos of fish. And this is the last lot just going in now. So after this, we'll get the fish into the pot and get that going. So just wash the hands again, make sure everything is nice and clean. And what I've also done is I've added a little bit of turmeric for the colour, to get that yellow, that nice bright yellow flavour, that colour. So that should be coming out nicely as well. And what I'll do in the end, I've saved this till the very end. Bay leaves. There are a few bay leaves in there, 3, 4, 5 if you like. And the reason I say I've saved it till the very end is because I want all the flavour and aroma and all the flavour from the bay leaf to actually come through and not get boiled away in the preparation stages. So we'll let that simmer there now. Lovely. You'll notice that the actual pickle itself is quite thin at the moment. At a later stage, if you like, you could always add a teaspoon of flour just to thicken it. But I think we'll be okay, bearing in mind that we also have quite a bit of flour within the fish. Get that in there. Now there's 2 ways you could do this. You could cook your fish right through, and then when your fish is cooked, what you do is you pour your pickle over your fish. Get a bowl, stick it in a bowl, something like this. Any kind of bowl, put your fish in there, put your pickle over. That would work, that's absolutely fine. But I prefer putting it in the actual pot. And let the magic take over, as it were. And there'll be one final ingredient after, well, 2 actually, I say one final, there'll be 2 ingredients remaining. Chives for a bit of flavour, and we're going to sneak some cooking wine in there as well. This will be the last thing that we'll add as it actually comes to a boil again, and then we just let it stand. Bearing in mind, like I said, today's Monday, you've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so you want to get a really, really fresh piece of fish. That will keep until Friday. The other thing you could do is on Wednesday, for instance, when it's nice and cool, it goes straight into the fridge. On Wednesday, if you like, you could actually refrigerate it and then take it out first thing Friday morning. Let it thaw out, warm it up in the microwave if you like, and yeah, that will be good to go. So on Friday, no doubt we'll have another video with the actual finished article or finished product. So we'll see how that goes. So just to recap, a couple of eggs we've done. You've got obviously your hake, your cod, fillet, whatever that comes in. You've got your vinegar, essential. onions that we had, curry powder, salt, bay leaf, black pepper, ground black pepper as well to go into the flour obviously, and a bit of oil, and that's it, you're good to go. So I'm thinking that that's not looking too bad, but there's a piece here. No, that's absolutely fine. So there's a piece here that looks a little bit bad, but could do with a bit more cooking, but no, it's absolutely fine. So that's that. That's been about what, 2-3 minutes. Brown on either side. That's good to go. So we can turn that down. And what we'll do is we'll put these straight into there. Dip those straight into there. The idea is to submerge the fish. It'll take some doing now, but we'll get there. It'll work. We'll get there. Take that off there. There for now. We can bring this one forward, and then very carefully, what we can do is we can very carefully bring those in there without breaking. I mean, even if they do break, that's why I've got the tin foil underneath, because some pieces might fall through, and they're still edible, they're still pretty good, so we'll get those in there as well. I've done quite a big portion actually, because like I say, it's a delicacy. We only have it once a year, and the tendency or the usual occurrence has been that when you've had one piece and you've run out, everybody asks for seconds and thirds. So this year I'm hoping that we've alleviated that particular issue by cooking extra. Now, there's always one that won't actually, yeah, got it. Get that in there. And then of course, oh, I've just dropped a piece. That's okay, we'll get that out as well. And then I can actually feel, as I feel, my eyes are slightly watering now because of the vinegar. Come on, get in there, you. Right. Okay. So we've done that. And what we need to do now is, like I said, we need to submerge. So we bring it over. And this is where you find that some of the actual fish will break up. That's okay. That's absolutely fine. The idea is to keep stirring, turning, get it all under there. A little bit more. Get the onions on top, the bay leaves, and that will marinate nicely, cook nicely. We've got the colour in there, so that's good. Chives are always, I find chives are good, so we can put a few chives in there just to give it that taste. You can do it just before you finish cooking, but let's get a few more in there just to give it that zing. Bit of zing. And then of course, like I said, that one there, we're going to get some of that into there. It's perfectly fine. Kids can have this because it's cooked. The liquor or the alcohol element cooks away. So this goes over the top. At this stage you could, if you wanted to, add a bit of butter on the top. In fact, I think we will. Just to give it that extra taste as well. And just a tiny portion of butter in there. Yeah, that's good to go. And We'll bring this to the boil quickly, and as soon as it boils, we'll turn it down, let it simmer for about 5 minutes, and that should be, I'm going to take one last look as it comes to the boil. That should be the pickled fish. Like I said, it needs to sit, or stand rather, for a few days. The longer it stands, the nicer it actually tastes. And I know you're thinking, well, it's Friday. Friday is so far away. We've got somebody at the door. You're thinking Friday is so far away. But come this way. 4 days isn't a lot. When it takes, carry on. 4 days isn't a lot. 4 days, come through. 4 days is not a lot. When it actually takes, what, 10 years for this one, 20 for some, 30, 22 years, 25 years for some. It isn't a lot. When you think it takes 10 years for this to mature, so it's not too bad. So while I wait for that to mature, cook, simmer away, stand, I'm going to enjoy what's taken our friends from across the border 10 years to mature. Peace, and we'll see you on Friday. I'm out.